There's an old saying, when life hands you beets, make beet soup. These are your main ingredients: beets, carrots, celery, and an onion. Now, using a combination of a knife and a food processor, I'm going to prepare these vegetables for the soup. Now, you don't have to chop everything so finely in a food processor if you don't have one. But if you can chop it up as much as you can by hand, once it cooks, you're going to blend it all together afterwards anyway. So this is merely to speed up the cooking process. Alright, so now everything is prepped, we can start cooking the soup. First, I'm going to heat up the pot, add a little olive oil, and then I'm going to saute the onions. Now I'm going to add the carrots and the celery. And I think I'm going to cover it for about 5 minutes. Let the carrots and the celery kind of cook off a little bit. Smells really good. I'm going to go ahead and add the beets. I'm going to turn the heat down to like medium, between medium and medium low, and just cover it for a little bit and let the moisture come out of the vegetables. Alright, so it's been about 15 minutes. I'm going to uncover this and see how the vegetables are doing. So it's not looking so soupy, but that's because I haven't really added the liquid. What I'm going to do is add broth. You can add any type of broth you want. Chicken broth, beef broth, vegetable broth, or even just heat up water and then use those bouillon cubes. I used a broth that I've been cooking, or actually storing the bones for the last few months, and I cooked up broth yesterday. So it's a combination of chicken, beef, pork, and lamb. I'm going to add also a little bit more water. Alright, so I'm going to cover that and let that cook for about 15 minutes, let it simmer. Okay, while my wife watches Glee, I'm busy cooking dinner. So let's take a look at the soup. It's been cooking for about 15 minutes. It looks good. I'm definitely ready to blend it up right now. That's what I'm going to do. This is the hand blender. I've had this since I was in college, so it has a lot of sentimental value as well as it's really awesome. Okay, so now it's actually time to season it. I'm going to taste it and see what it needs. It's good, but it needs some salt. Okay, something else I'm also going to add is vinegar. So I'm just going to use some white vinegar, a few tablespoons. It kind of brings out, it counterbalances the sweetness of the beets, and the savoriness of the broth and the other vegetables. The one last thing I'm going to put seasoning wise is I'm going to put a few bay leaves in there. Wow, that's already good. So I'm just gonna let it cook for another half an hour and it's gonna be awesome. Be ready to go. Okay, glee is over and the soup is done. Now it's time for the wife test. I like to serve it with a little bit of sour cream.
Ooh, thank you. It's nice and warm. Delightful!
You're lying!
No, it's delicious. That's really good.